describe Battlefield 1 in one word, it would be grunting.
This guy moaned at least this loud. Oh!
If you were to turn all the lights off and play some subtle saxophone but suggestive jazz music, I'm just saying, a total different company could have published this game and people will still be getting. So today I was actually gonna make a is it worth buying video, but after like analyzing my script, I quickly found out that I am super biased towards this game. And that's because I really like the mechanics of a World War II game and an FPS shooter. Now you may be saying Battlefield 1 is definitely set in World War I, and I know that. But if you ask me, this game plays a lot more closer to a mini World War II shooters that I've played, where it's really fast paced and most of your fights are going to be won at what distance you're at and what gun you're holding. And also, I strictly hate low time to kill games. That's why I hated Hardline so much. But apparently they fixed that in like the last DLC. Don't look at me, yeah, I wouldn't know. I'm too busy being inactive. So, Battlefield 1 single player is actually something I thought that was going to be probably just another thing tacked onto the game last minute and kind of trashy. But then I saw one of the trailers for it and I was like, this could be something really cool. Then I saw gameplay of it and I was like, oh shit, fuck me up, yo. And then I actually played it. And man, I can honestly say it probably takes the cake as being the best cinematic and emotional one to this date. I say cinematic and emotional because I still don't think that Battlefield 1 single player is the best single player out of the franchise. I still think that Bad Company is still miles ahead on this department. The writing, the humor, the golf carts.
Deep within the U.S. Army exists an elite force deployed for precise tactical operations. These are the men who are totally not the guys I was just talking about.
Lay down your arms or we will take you by force.
That's you in what army? What? I just always wanted to say that. I belong to bad company. I don't want to end up in some good company.
Battlefield 1 takes more of a serious approach. It does a really good job at it, but it's just not my flavor. But moments like this, when you unexpectedly blow up an ammo crash and just see the destruction of the Frostbite engine, it's insane. There's other really cinematic moments that you're just like sucked into the single player, and I love it for that. Now I have played all of the single player missions. I'm not going to spoil it, and I'm not going to show footage of any of the single player missions that you don't get in Origin Access, even though you can actually play them. I'll actually leave a link in the description to a Reddit post where it lists all the commands that you use to play all the different missions. And also, if you're wondering how I'm playing the game early, it's because I was a sucker, paid $4.99 for Origin Access to play the game early. At the end of the day, it's still a Battlefield single player when it comes to gameplay. You rush through millions of AI enemies that are like bots and you kill them all. You're a god. There's nothing different that changed, but the story behind it now is a little bit different, and it's definitely something to check out if you're not playing multiplayer.
Get us moving! Shit! Can't get any traction! Push him back! Get your better, you shit! Down here! No traction, sir! I can't move her! Come on! Come on! Richard! Sure! Richard! Hey, you two minds, you're gonna get us all killed! Edward's behind you! Edwards! Release the pigeon! That is an order, son! Do you understand me? Sir? Messenger pigeon! Incoming fire! Message coming!
Orders! Sir, new fire mission. It's Townsend, sir. Sir. 3, 6, 4, target.
Here it comes, boys. Nice serving with your lads. Marching ducks! Artillery!
So when I first booted the Battlefield 1 multiplayer, I found out that there was no Russian or French forces to go all. Or
We are the French retreat is what we do.
I was like, I wonder how much content is going to be in the game. But I was kind of wrong, and I must apologize to DICE. Even in the trial version, there is plenty to do. There's plenty of guns, there's plenty of things to unlock, and the best thing so far is the maps. Now the maps are all kind of like built around a real life theme of the war, but they do such a great job of separating each part of the map and even making specific part of the maps for game modes like Rush fun to play the objective. I mean, like there's castles and buildings and plenty of cover. Battlefield 1 is definitely my favorite multiplayer experience throughout all of the Battlefields. It even beats Bad Company 2 for me. I really love the multiplayer of this game. It's fast-paced enough to not to be boring like sometimes Arma can be, but it's not too fast-paced like you know, that Call of Duty game that you know all the 8-year-olds are playing, where you're not expected to survive. But you can go play Domination instead of Conquest, and that's basically Call of Duty Simulator. It's okay not to want to think all the time. Anyway, if you may be asking, like, is there any tips that I have found for you guys? It's definitely one. If you're sniping or you really like using the scout class, you should definitely equip the stop pistol. It's like, it's the sniper's best friend. It has like the quickest draw time of all the other pistols, and it helps so much if you miss your first shot with the sniper rifle, because otherwise you're dead because of the long draw time. I don't know if it's just me, but I just find Battlefield 1 has way less cheese in it. Like Battlefield 4 had javelins, stingers. Also, it had that weird laser gun, but that has kind of returned as the anti-tank rifle. At the end of the day, I personally believe that the enjoyability of Battlefield 1 is at the user's hands. If you don't like World War II shooters and you're looking for like a more authentic World War I shooter where it's basically we take their trench, they take our trench, where it's really slow, where it's really intense, like something like Insurgency, where you don't see people rushing around all the time. You're not going to find that in this game. So to answer the question, is Battlefield 1 worth buying? Definitely yes for me. I think I'm definitely going to pick up the game. I have done a full 180, I know, because of Origin Access. I actually got to play a little bit early and decide. And I wish I would have been able to do that with Hardline. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, Origin Access, it was a good thing for me, and it was a good thing for EA at the end, because they definitely they got my money, right? But the moral of this video is basically make up your mind before you spend your money, because if I would have just did like a few more minutes of research on Hardline and not kind of just gave into the hype, I would not have wasted $60 for a game I probably only put less than 20 hours in. It's a really bad investment. Anyway, I'm loving Battlefield 1. I hope you guys do support the channel. If you liked this video and it helped you, please leave a like. If you didn't so much, leave a dislike and tell me why. Thank you guys for coming out and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay creative, guys.